Someone just left a recent comment about the term dog whistling, and I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. And as far as I know, it's a strategic way to provoke you into reacting. They want to paint you out as the villain and make themselves into the victim and play dumb as to why you're acting out, which I think is called reactive abuse. You're reacting to abuse, but they give themselves probable deniability. They're cowards, and they want you to lash out. They want you to just be so pent up with anger to where you just burst out and make a fool of yourself so that they can point the finger at you and be like, whoa, guys, are you seeing this? Is something wrong with you? Are you okay? You need to chill. And in the past season of my life, when God had me literally held captive by the narcissist and the flying monkeys, I was living in the same household as them. God was somehow giving me peace that surpasses all understanding. And these narcissists do not like that you are growing in peace and awareness. They amp up their silly ways of provoking you. And over time, it just becomes funny because it's obvious. But one thing I'm thinking of right now is the noise campaigns that they'll try to disrupt your peace. If you've ever lived with one of these people, you know what I'm talking about. As God is sanctifying you and making you more just reserved and wise, and you have this relationship with God, and it's amazing, and he talks to you in ways that you can't even explain. They're like daily miracles. They're trying to provoke you, but you can't be shaken. So the thing is, they are witnessing a change happening in you, and you're going from being a pushover, letting these people, manipulate you by your passiveness. God is teaching you to stand up for yourself and not be, persuaded and obligated to fulfill other people's plans and desires. They'll try to torture you by being hectic and chaotic within the household. Slamming cupboards. I mean, back in this past season of my life, I was really wanting and needing rest. And I realized that they were being more loud consistently as time went on. Pretty much putting themselves through torture just to torture me. So I'd be laying downstairs in my bedroom on my bed trying to sleep or nap. And my mother would be up there stomping around. I'm just laying there oh, Lord, how long do I have to be in this place? But he's always right there. He's always right there giving you exactly what you need. And then other times they're slamming cupboards. Wait. And they're it's purely to aggravate you. Purely to get you to potentially confront them and be like, why are you being so loud? You're being annoying. And then they'll be like, what are you talking about? Huh? You're going crazy. I don't know, I'm just shutting the cupboard. Fine, I won't shut the cupboard so loud. Then the next thing, they're doing dishes and they're like throwing stuff on the floor, you know? You're like, okay, now you're being loud with the dishes. Why are you like this? Because you and I, the children of God, are like meek. Like, we're so considerate. If you're anyone like me, you probably move around the house like a ninja, on your tiptoes, closing door. You know these little tricks to make things quiet because you're so considerate of other people and their peace. They are the opposite, and they're doing this to provoke you. They'll fire up the lawnmower at 11 p.m. Or you'll give them a heads up text like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to get to sleep early tonight," like hinting to them not to be loud. They'll get back from running their errands, open the front door and close it behind them like, "Take that." You're just like, oh man, Lord, this sucks. I cannot wait to get out of here. Lord, give me an exit plan. But the whole time, the Lord is like giving you insight to their silly behavior. Yeah. They'll start a construction site. It literally happened to me. I was down there in the basement, and they just come down there swinging hammers, bring down this like 100-pound jackhammer as I'm trying to take a nap. They bring down the electric saw. I'm like, this is insane. I'm living in a movie right now. But they do this in so many ways. You're like, you guys are you're being too loud. Why do I even have to tell you this? Can you just like chill? Can you stop what you're doing and go sit on the couch and just like watch a movie? Yeah, in fact, we were about to already. They got the TV volume up to 80 when you can hear that thing clearly at 18. You're like, are you guys deaf? What the heck? Yeah, and it drains you. It drains you. But back to the dog whistling thing. I didn't really mean to go on a tangent about the noise campaigns, but I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about with all that. The dog whistling, if you know what a dog whistle is, there's a whistle that exists that dogs can hear and it annoys them and people can't hear it. When you blow into it, humans can't hear it, but dogs can, and it like, I don't know. I don't get what the point of it is, but that's like exactly what these narcissists do. And they'll try to get you to react in public or in front of witnesses, in front of their flying monkeys. Because they're already slandering you and manipulating the minds of other people about you purely because you're waking up and you love God and they like despise you because they are Satan's puppets. So they try to turn everyone against you. They're gossiping. They're like deceiving others into viewing you in a concerning way, so that if you were ever to expose the narcissist, the flying monkeys would dismiss what you're about to say because they've already been convinced that you're a little off, or that you're going through something, or you're just mad at nothing. So the narcissist is trying to get everybody on one accord about you, and they have these, like, they know your triggers, and they'll do things in front of other people to passive aggressively get you to react to where other people don't know what's going on. Like, basically, the narcissist is blowing a whistle. You're like the dog in this scenario. And the people that they're trying to deceive about you are the ones who can't hear the whistle. And so basically, they're provoking you in front of everybody without them knowing it. And it's like this weird, sadistic game that the narcissist is employing onto you, almost taunting you in front of everybody to see if you're going to be stupid enough to react, which you have every right to do. But they have conditioned everybody to be prepared to witness you reacting in some crazy way. It's literally a sport to these people to do evil. They try to get better at wickedness. They're always trying to gauge how aware you are of their wickedness, and they're constantly playing dumb. This is all witchcraft, by the way. It's a form of witchcraft. You know that witchcraft is like attempting to alter reality. The narcissist is trying to alter reality, and they're trying to make true a false narrative. They're inverting reality. They're abusing you in covert ways that no one else knows, and no one else is like ready to understand the overwhelming depths of what the narcissist is doing. They're abusing you by trying to set the narrative up as if they're the ones being abused. They want you to fall into their trap of reacting to the abuse that no one's going to be willing to see clearly. There was this one time that, again, because they see that you are becoming more like Christ, and which doesn't just mean some like fluffy, loving, tolerating. No, like Jesus stands for truth, and you stand for truth, and he's opening your eyes to these things, and he's giving you a backbone. When these narcissists have to witness your growth and your maturity, they then try to set you up and slow you down and delay your growth, delay the calling on your life, keep you attached, keep you financially stuck. They want for everyone to be weary of you. So they actually get even more mad when you start to care less. You care less what all these yes men think of you. Like, they want for you to try explaining to the flying monkeys of the toxicity, because they know that the flying monkeys would see that as too far-fetched, because the narcissist has beat you to them and conditioned them and prepared them. So you're like, I'm not even going to play that game. Like, I don't even care. If these people are going to be enablers, if they're not going to look inward and like question things themselves, they were never for me either. So I give them to God as well. And then the narcissist tries to make that part of the narrative. Oh, he's just abandoning all of us. Speaking lies and half-truths into the ears of these people. Some of them, they can be innocent too. They can be children. They can be, they'll bring everybody into this to make you appear as the bad guy. There was this time back when I was living with them. We had parking along the curb. We lived on a corner street, and consistently, each one of us that had a vehicle were giving each other space to fit in there and park. Purely because I was growing and maturing and getting myself less involved and less obligated in their life and their strategies and because they want and they need the outside world to think that this is all one admirable family and stuff. One day, my mother parks like an idiot, taking up my spot and hers. When for 365 days prior to that, she had done it all correctly, but purely because I glory to God, I didn't fall into the previous trap. Now she's all being passive aggressive with this parking thing. So I can't even park. It's like they want for you to hop out of your vehicle, go in there and cause a scene. Why are you know what you're doing. You know you're trying to provoke me. So again, they can be like, guys, are you seeing this? What are you talking about? Are you okay? I swear something's gotten into you. Do you need to see somebody? Do you need help? So, I didn't do that, of course. I didn't confront these people because often they want to do these little things to see if you're even aware and to see because they want you to be like mad and depressed and angry and all these types of things. But I just found myself a new parking spot and continued on with my life, still having to live with them. And they'll get mad that they couldn't get you to confront them. They'll get mad that you're dodging these little traps. These people are obsessed with inverting the reality that God has opened your eyes. And it is God that is with you. And they don't want you or anyone else to know that it's God that's with you. They don't want anyone to know that it's God that's exposing them to you. That's what this is. God is exposing these devils to you and their tactics. God's allowing for you to suffer these annoying attempts to help build your character and show you the depth of Satan's minions and their attempts to destroy you. So yeah, the reality is that you're walking with God and this is all a spiritual thing, and God is proving to you that there are enemies close by that are assigned by Satan himself to set you up, to provoke you, to turn everyone against you. But God is showing you that without you even trying, purely by loving God more and more, the Bible is playing out in your life. The narcissist, the Pharisees tried setting Jesus up. It's reassuring. It's reassuring. So if you're stuck in a season where you have to live and exist with these people, God does have a way out. He hasn't abandoned you. He's speaking to you, and at the right time, he's gonna show them that they can't get over on you. They can't touch his anointed. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock EST, we'll be having a Zoom meeting. Another Bible reading and Bible discussion. I've been loving the Wednesday night Zooms and the Sunday night Zooms, which are a little different. Praise God this morning. Or this evening, whenever you see this. Come join us in the group. The link for that is in the description of this video. I hope to see you there. Stay tuned, and God bless.